I was on mute the whole time. Hey everybody, this is your hostess, LaShon Smith.
And I'm Deuce Terry. How you doing?
Sorry for that. Forgot I had the mute button on. So welcome to the Shop Black podcast. And we have some amazing guests on today. We have Miss Barbara Powell and Miss Tamara Taylor on. They have some amazing business concepts that they're going to share
Mhm.
with us today. But before we get into our guests, we have to share with you the reason why we are here in the first place, and that's the BOB Rewards Club. So, the BOB Rewards Club is a nonprofit organization that is Black owned businesses who have come together to give discounts all around. You don't have to be a BOB business owner to join, but you can as a business owner, and there's a small membership fee, but you can also enjoy the benefits as a consumer. So let's take you over to the page. Actually, let's go over to the BOB Rewards Club website so we can give you a quick overview of what we have to offer. Bear with me
And
just a
as well,
moment.
if you're viewing this live from any of our other platforms or from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and you do have a Black-owned business and you're interested in joining BOB Rewards Club, you can follow us on Facebook and get in contact with us. What's the membership fee again?
I believe it's $25 for the BOB business,
Hmm.
and then it is $10 for the consumer membership. We're going to pull all of that up and go over that right now so you can see in detail what we have to offer. And it's amazing. Also, just know that there are opportunities if you are interested in opening up a chapter in your city and state. So far, we're in Iowa, we're in Minnesota, and I believe we're in Wisconsin. So, yes, let's go over to there and tell you a little bit about what BOB Rewards has to offer. Bear with me as I share the screen and show you all what we have going on. Mhm. There we go. So as you can see, we are a nonprofit and 100% tax deductible. So if you are interested in donating, there's that opportunity. So if you go to bobrewards.club, that information will come right up. Again, anyone can join. It is only $10 a year. And as the as the business owners continue to join, and as the chapters continue to open up all across the United States and maybe even at some point abroad. But for now, it's only $10 to join, and you'll be receiving discounts from all of these business owners all over the United States. And as a business owner, what do you have to lose with only $25 to sign up as a business member? Not only will you get to enter network with like-minded business
Right.
people, you'll also get to share your business with a network and tap in with a network that you probably normally wouldn't have gotten a chance to tap in with.
That's right.
So we have our business directory over here. Um, there's, of course, you can join the movement. There's lots of events. Of course, you see we have the Juneteenth Minnesota, that is in Minnesota, and then we have the MLK Now 2024. So these are events that we definitely want you to pay attention to. We would love for you to travel in and join us. Again, I've been to one. These are amazing events. Lots of great speakers. If you want to be a vendor, it starts off at $75 up to $150. You can see the event highlights here, and you can go on the YouTube page and see that there is a record of spectacular events being caught and recorded, and we want you to be a part. So the next one coming up is going to be January the 13th at the Veterans Memorial Building. As you can see, wonderful speakers lined up. And the thing about the BOB Rewards Club is that we are really out to solve a problem.
That's right.
There is a disadvantage, and especially the president, Michelle Gibson, and the vice president, Jasmine Gant, who we had the pleasure of interviewing the week before last on our first episode, are very passionate about making a change. Did you know that Minnesota has the most incarcerated in the United States? Like the statistics there are crazy, and the homeless situation there is definitely something to behold.
Right.
Michelle seen a problem and she went in head first and created BOB Rewards Club. So I promise you, your donation, your membership as a consumer, or your membership as a business owner will not go in vain. And the community is really behind them. As you can see, upstanding companies in that community are standing behind them. Again, amazing event. We traveled from Georgia all the way to Minnesota to partake in one of those events.
Mhm.
We got a chance to meet Dr. Umar, and it was amazing. It was just an amazing event from start to finish. So if you can, please partake.
And as well, if donation to a nonprofit organization is too much to ask for, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe on the Facebook page and then YouTube page, and just spread the word.
Absolutely. That's the very minimum we could ask. So BOB Rewards Club, you'll see it. Of course, it's going to be a beacon with the black, red, and green. So you already know what that is about. So again, that's what we're here for. And without further ado, we're going to bring our amazing guests on board. Tamara popped out. I'm sure she'll pop back in
There she
just a
goes.
second. All right, and let's bring these ladies on to the stage. Good
Good morning, ladies. How
morning.
you
Good
doing?
morning. Doing wonderful.
Awesome. Let's do a mic check with you. Who I don't know who I heard. Was that Miss Barbara or is that Miss Tamara? Or
It's Tamara speaking now. Is my background, is my kitchen music too loud?
oh no, just wanted to make sure we hear you. Miss Barbara, can you say something? Because I'm not sure if we were able to hear you. Okay, we hear you, but it's really, really low. Can you turn your phone up or your mic up? Um, we can hear you, but it's just really, really low.
See if we can turn it on.
We can hear you. It's just kind of low and echoey. So just continue to project your voice and we should be fine.
All
So
right.
I'm trying to figure out how to find the actual link to this to share it. Can you help
Yes,
me point that out?
You can
yes,
go to
absolutely.
the BOB YouTube page. You can share from there.
I'm going to send it to you on your private message like I did earlier.
All right, all right.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, let's see.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I found it.
I'm getting a little bit of
Mute
feedback.
that. Okay. Is that better?
Oh, okay. That must have been from the YouTube page. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to share it because I shared the wrong one earlier, so trying to get that in there. All right. I think I got it now.
That's where feedback was coming from.
Oh, okay.
All
Yes.
right.
So, okay. So let's get down to business. So Miss Barbara came in first. So we'll start with her. Miss Barbara, tell us about your business. You have the Soap Tree Factory.
Okay. I might have to try some of the beer oils.
Yeah. That's her beautiful logo right there.
Mhm.
to make it better. We all know that African black soap is good for the skin. We all know it's anti-aging. But what I did was I took it and I added a oatmeal and ashwagandha root. Now, what this is gonna do, this is gonna make it more anti-inflammatory. It's gonna make it more moisturizing, and it's a healing soap. That's what I wanted to create, a soap that heals eczema, that heals acne, that heals any type of skin, even scratches. So we also, to go with that, you would want to add our body butter. Our body butter will also help the healing because we've added the castor oil in there. Everybody knows about how the castor oil is becoming so popular now, but
Right.
we have always had it in our body butters and in our soaps.
Okay.
So this is my company is more of a healing soap company. Yep, there those are some of our products there. I also have it right here where I can show you how it looks. Yep, those are our body butters. This would be the
Ah,
ashwagandha and African black soap. It
Oh,
also has oatmeal in it. If you can
mhm.
see, can y'all see that?
We
yes,
can,
that
It
is
yeah.
has the oatmeal
beautiful.
in it. Thank you. I've been selling it now for 2 years, and it's one of my best sellers, y'all.
Love it.
It really helps and heals your skin, and that's pretty much what my company is about. Is helping heal the skin. But you know, first it starts on the inside. If you take care of your inside, it's gonna show on the outside.
That's
But
right.
this is just a plus. You know,
I,
my soap company is just a plus.
let me ask you, Miss Barbara, what inspired you? So I know, as intelligent of a businesswoman as you are, that you did some type of SWOT analysis. Something inspired you. There was a business that may have been a little bit similar, but you looked at that model and you said, I think I can do a little bit better or
Like
something
adaptations,
different.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and make this your own. So what was that process
I'm
like?
gonna tell y'all what really inspired me to do this was my grandson. So my grandson was 3 years old at the time, and he had eczema, real bad. So we would take him to the doctor, and they would give him a lotion. This lotion, it would take it away, but it kept coming back. It
Right.
it kept coming back. So I did some research on what eczema was, and what I found out, it is really just drying the skin, really dry. And so I decided to research and find out how can I help. And I found out that there are ingredients when you put certain oils together, they become medicine, like the
Wow.
castor oil, the vitamin E. You put these things together, it's like something you're making something new now.
And they
And
don't
my
tell you that at the doctor, right?
No, they don't tell you. They just want to cover it. It's like they put a band-aid on it, and but then the issue comes back later.
Right.
So now my grandson is 5 years old, and he has no symptoms of eczema at all.
Oh, wow.
None. He doesn't get the breakouts anymore, and he just uses the ashwagandha soap and the body butter.
And that's more so of a relief for your clients and your customers versus going the Western medicine route where they want you to keep what keeps them in business when the
Exactly.
it keeps coming back with the same issue. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
And, and one thing that I've discovered is that nature provides.
Right.
You know, Mother Nature provides everything that we need. You can make it yourself, and instead of going to the doctor and them just putting a band-aid just to, something to hold it right now, and it really does not take care of the issue. It doesn't get to the root of the problem.
Right.
That made me think of something. So with the natural holistic products that we create from home or that nature provides, it doesn't have any side effects. When we get it from the doctor, it comes with a
Exactly.
list of side effects with the product.
Right. And I used to
So
do essential
true.
oils a long time ago. What I found was your body, it does, you can't, like he said, you can't OD on what nature gives. Your body knows exactly what to do with it.
Mhm.
I love that part
Yes,
about dealing with
yes,
natural medicines and people who know how to um basically like furnish it and mix it together, and that is a work of art.
Mhm.
And we're glad
That
that,
skill set that
yeah,
everybody should have.
yes, and
Mhm.
we're glad that you have done that. For those of us who don't have the know-how, we can just come to people like you who have taken the time to learn the craft and
thank
get
you.
that good healing. I used to have eczema, and it used to be on the back of my neck. I think I grew out of it. Some people are not as fortunate and they don't grow out of it. So
That's
yes,
true. That's true. And another thing our company is really big on, and that's taking care of the planet. So we don't do any plastics. We do not ship our products out in plastic. Like we don't use plastic jars. We don't put our soap in plastic pouches. We do cloth for our soap,
Mm.
and we
oh wow,
also do jars for our body butters. Anything
love
that goes
it,
in a jar, we put in a container, a plastic container. We would rather put it in a jar, a glass jar.
love that concept, love that. Definitely reduces
Yes,
the carbon footprint. Definitely love that.
definitely.
So, are we looking into any type of scaling or expansion for 2024? What do you have planned for next year?
So I plan to get my products into the grocery stores. That's what I want to do. I want it to be available, because some maybe people haven't heard of me, but if you go in the grocery store and you see a little setup there, and you see it's all natural, it's holistic, um, it'll get to who it needs to get to. That's
Right.
my
Say they'll
thing. I
sell
want
itself.
everyone to be able to get it.
Right.
What
So
are the major
that's
chains
how that's
there
going to
in
flow.
Minneapolis? Because we have Publix here
Yeah,
and
we
they do allow that. What are the major grocery
okay.
chains where you are?
Yeah, we don't have Publix here. I
Okay.
don't think we have that here. Yeah, we
What are
do
the
have
major
some
ones
chains.
there?
We Cup Foods. You
Okay.
ever heard of Cup Foods? Yeah, we have that here. Um,
That's a
I
Midwest
think
thing
we
because I'm
have
from Ohio,
Kroger's.
so I'm
Y'all heard
familiar
of
with them.
Kroger's?
I'm from the South.
Yep. Yes. See, that's what I gotta get out. I gotta do some research. But I think Cup Foods is Super Value also. They
Got
have
it.
that.
Nope.
They have Super Value.
Wayfield is a black-owned grocery chain in the South.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Now
Say that again.
Wayfield.
Okay. Okay.
tell us how BOB Rewards Club has affected your business.
Right.
BOB has helped me get known more in Minnesota. That's what they did. They got me on board, and every event that they have, I'm there. I'm wherever BOB is, I'm there. So they really opened up the Soap Tree Factory for people in Minnesota to know who I am. I'm getting a buzz now, thanks to BOB. I really appreciate them. They've done a lot for me.
Awesome, awesome. So as BOB Rewards grows and expands, because in the next couple of months, the people in Charlotte will eventually hear about the Soap Tree Factory because we're going to open up a chapter here, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So yes,
Yes, that's great.
so we are definitely looking forward to that.
Shout out to Michelle.
Yeah, shout out to Michelle. We know she's
Shout out to
watching somewhere.
Michelle.
All right, let's bring Miss Tamara on. And okay,
There she goes.
there she is.
All right.
You in a better position, Miss Tamara?
No, no, I'm not gonna be in a better position. The question is, can you hear me good?
Oh
We
yeah, we're getting
can.
great now.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I apologize. It's a lot going on. As always, I'm here in my lounge now, so I might have to switch rooms depending on what activity is going in. But so where would you like me to start?
Tell us more about you. How did you start the Network Lounge?
Yeah, because that's an interesting concept.
Right.
It's not an internet cafe. It's not,
No.
it's kind of like a hybrid. I love that concept you have.
It is. It's many, many things, but if anything, that I promote is that we are just opportunities and resources and tools that's available for the community at
Okay.
the most. That's the goal of any snack chat location you find, run into, or refer to. So, me personally, my name is Tamara Taylor. Um, I am a what they call a serial entrepreneur. So I have my hands in many, 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 many pots when it comes to business, entrepreneurship, and now real estate commercial development. So I'm now
Saw
a
that.
new real estate commercial developer also as well. So many, many hands. And my goal is to, in turn, pay back everything that my mother has invested and instilled in me. So my goal is to pay that forward back into the community because apparently she put it into me for a good reason, her and God, of course, right?
Amen.
So if you find me anywhere on the street, that's pretty much what my goal is, what I'm doing, and what's going on. Just like you posted on the website, that is our snack chat basic landing page now, because there are a lot of moving pieces to snack chat, and well, snack chat is the umbrella, and out of the moving pieces to snack chat, I'm doing my best to still make sure that we have more opportunities available to the community. But now at the same time, I'm doing my best to consolidate the locations into homes across the Twin Cities to not only be able to help youth work and gain skills, but also to hopefully be able to afford affordable housing as well. So right now, Snack Chat is moving from more commercial property into ownership property into homes. So therefore, you might find a commercial kitchen inside of a home where you also might have an opportunity to work there for your rent or to dedicate your time back into our youth workers, da da da, as it is. I've got two of my youth workers here that since they're here, I make sure that I always put them on blast. But these are one of my two bestest that I've got right now that put in major good wire work for Snack Chat that's rolling with me. Hopefully,
Girl,
we'll be
tell
one of
them
them.
again. We had it. We had the camera.
Sharing the screen. I'm sorry.
Say that again. Can you see
What
them?
were they? Oh, that them. Hey.
Hello.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for everything. That's a wonderful thing that you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll try to give you a tour if I can get the screen to flip over. Let's see. Um,
I had a quick question, Miss Taylor. How many different locations do you have right now?
oh my God. I actually hate that question and I run from that question
Okay, I'm sorry.
because I have many locations available, but I don't open them up 24/7 for walk in. Right. So I do have a Maplewood location that's available per reservation per request.
Mhm.
Which where therefore you can use the whole entire mall for your audience or for your marketing or for your exposure purposes. I've had some people come out and do some podcasts right there in the middle of. I'm in the center atrium floor in Maplewood Mall. Then here at my Minneapolis location, which is the biggest location, this is Northeast Minneapolis. This one is open Monday through Friday for walk-ins and any other services. Hello, this is Broadway Ridge. You got meals to deliver? Okay, we're gonna go down this hallway here. So just like I'm going down the hallway here, it'll give a tour to give another impression. So this is Snack Chat Minneapolis commercial location, right? So at any point, yep, you can put them all on the stands right there. So at any point, anyone, as long as we are open, can come in and use this space for free,
Oh
right?
wow.
To help you fake it till you make it, if that's the case. This conference room right here, that's getting ready to be behind me, is our biggest conference room. But right now, there's someone in there using it, so I'm not going to go in and interrupt them. But this one is about almost 3,000 square feet
Oh wow.
with two large Zoom protection or projection meeting TVs for if you want to have a meeting. And again, as long as we're open, like right now, Monday through Friday, from 8 to 3, you can use that room for free. And then the lounge that I'm in right now as well, same thing. Provided you understand that it's open to the public and you don't mind if the public is in here sharing the networking space with you, or you can rent it out privately. You can rent it out privately for very affordable. Some of our rooms are only $20 an hour. Some
Oh,
of them are $80 an hour. Some of them are $100 an hour. So again, we're providing affordable space to the community. Then when we get here into, let me see if I can, isn't there a way to flip the screen around?
yes, there should be a.
Go ahead.
What kind of phone do you
That's
have?
what I was gonna say.
Android.
So tap your face, and then it should pop up, and then
Okay, tap my face.
and then it should be at the bottom,
Should
like
be
a
like a
circle,
little circle
right,
thing.
with arrows.
Go away. It's giving me options, edit audio, stop mic. No, it's not giving it to me right now. So I'll just do it so we don't waste time. Hopefully you can see pretty good. But this is more like the cafeteria area, right? Where at any time today you can come down, order some food. You can choose the salad bar, some snacks, some drinks while you're in here having your meeting, right? Or your party, which is why we provide the space for free. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to come in and buy a soda, coffee, all the above. But any purchases help circulate that giving back to the community.
Wow.
Then walking back here. Can you let me stop the music real quick for a second. You got it. This is one of our beautiful chefs in the kitchen right now, getting it
Oh,
down. Say hello. So at any point, this commercial kitchen that you're looking in, you can rent the commercial kitchen too, right? So let's say you're a food truck owner and you need a commercial prep kitchen because legally you have to have one and they are very expensive. Or let's
Right.
say you want to do pop-up catering and also pop-up shops for you, beautiful Barbara. Anytime you might want to come out to Snack Chat here to market and sell absolutely for free to
oh,
any of my customers, you can do that, or you can rent out the space privately. But the commercial kitchen here is available for rent, and I have programs to where either you can come up and set up daily and sell to my customers to get a practice run, or we have programs to where you can set up your own brick and mortar in here in this kitchen and use Uber Eats, DoorDash, Bite Squad, right? You've got the walk-in cooler, the walk-in freezer. We have maybe anywhere from 2 to 4 grills, oven stoves, coolers. All the equipment comes with whichever package you choose. If you need storage, there is a storage package as well. Again, I always try to find a way to make sure that it's affordable and available for the community while we're here. So, like you showed on the website, you can go to the website and try to pinpoint a location. Technically, we have one in Chicago, Illinois.
oh, wow.
I'm doing my best to actually close that location. My customers don't want me closing locations. So I'm doing my best to close locations, but my customers are refusing me to close locations. So therefore, Snack Chat is just being blessed and growing tremendously on that note, since no one will let me close these locations. But so that's just the general tour that I can give. I would suggest anyone come out and give yourself a tour. Contact me for birthday parties, sweet 16s, meetings, holiday parties, all the above. We're available with, and I do my best to also try to provide free and affordable tools and resources to the community.
Now,
In short,
I'm about to
what
say
is?
now we got more
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Go ahead.
How do you actually generate revenue? I mean, I understand the purchases and the rentals
Private.
and things, but are you set up as a nonprofit?
no, not at all. So it's completely for profit. Each one of my locations is for profit. So it's different revenues, different possibilities, right? So just to answer your question, this is one way, right?
Right.
So I have many vending machines, ATM machines, and then also if you choose to rent out any one of the rooms in the spaces, that's all revenue, right? If you rent out the commercial kitchen, that's all revenue. Anytime someone comes in and purchases a sandwich or a burger. So within Snack Chat, there are, I don't want to get the number wrong, 7 restaurants. that I own that you can find Sandy Soups and Salad, Taco Ritos, Brunch at Snack Chat Snack Cakes, Snack Chat Networking Lounge, Captain Cooks, um, I get all the names confused. Burgers, wings, and everything gluten free, right? So at any point, if you're hungry and you want some good food, and including catering too, and we do a full, like I think you showed some of the pictures. We do a full spread of catering from small to large. So revenue just generates. It's a consistent rolling cycle of you come in and you buy a Pepsi. Trust me, that 50 cents to $1 to $1.50 has stretched
It's multiple.
far and wide across one of the snack chat locations.
My God, that is amazingly overwhelming, and I
And
have no
inspiring.
idea. Yes, how you manage all of that. That is, oh my gosh, it's all inspiring.
Like you said, it's different moving pieces. Out of these particular pieces, what was the foundation? Where did you start? It couldn't have been like a book club or anything like that. Like, what was
No,
the initial piece to this puzzle?
that's a crazy story. It's a God driven story that I believe.
Okay.
To shorten the story, I back in 2009 got into a horrible car accident, which left me disabled. And you can never tell when you see me, but both my wrists are completely broken
Oh wow.
and they don't bend, right? So I was headed on the path of psychology, child psychology, and the goal to open up a youth center for children at risk youth was what my goal was. Car accident completely changed that. Threw me at home on bed rest, couldn't move. Doctor said, "Hey, you was at 110% success rate. You're now down at a 5. Someone's got to come in and take care of you for the rest of your life. Everything is changing." So that happened for like 3 4 years, and I remember expressing all the way down to my husband, there's nothing wrong with my brain, right? There's nothing wrong with my feet and legs. So I felt completely suppressed. And while on disability bed rest, out of doing the research of how can I come out of um this staple income of social security disability and get back to it. And the only answer to that was entrepreneurship, owning your own business. That was the only way to jump over that because I couldn't go get a job. No one could hire me, could use me, da da da.
Right.
So at home, I had to, anytime in business, my suggestion is you find the problem first, right?
Hmm.
Then you start a business based on the problem, solving the problem, because then you can kind of, in a sense, automatically get some customers.
Right.
So while laying on bed rest or at home on disability, ordering Uber Eats, DoorDash, da 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 over and over again, I said, that's the problem. Long before COVID, I said, that's the problem. These businesses are going to need to find out because they've got all these rents
Yes.
how to bring their customers back into their brick and mortar,
Hmm.
right? Because we got used to the delivery. So at that point, I started an app. That was it, just a phone app to help bridge the gap between businesses and their consumers, their customers, right? To give them a purpose to come back into your brick and mortar instead of ordering that food. And so I went to this building to get a small, tiny office because I only had like $200 a month available just to have an office for my app. I got in there, property management said, "Oh no, you should check out the cafe down the hallway. It's closing and you need to take it." I'm standing in there with two casts on my wrist, like can't move, got an IV bag hanging up, still got an IV bag hanging from you right now, saying, "There's no way, right? There's no way I can start a restaurant, a cafe, da da da." She pushed that same day within an hour. She pushed me and said, "I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse." And she did just that. She gave me the cafe. They flipped it over. Hello.
It was
Need
meant.
help? Yeah, I believe the special spaghetti day. He's come.
That's a
She
testimony.
got you. Um, so yeah, so at that point, she basically gave me the cafe a couple months free. And I set up with canned sodas, donuts from Cub Foods,
Wow.
and a Keurig machine and said, because I can't cook, I can't work, I can't do nothing, I'm going to give the best employee lounge ever.
Oh, wow.
Snack chat, just snacking and chatting with your friends,
Network.
networking lounge.
Love it. Love
And
it.
here we are. Here
Love.
we are 7 years later
Now,
from Snack
when
Chat.
you finally write your book,
I
we'll,
know. I need someone to write it. I paid people to write it and they ran off with me. So if you know anybody to help me, send my way. Go need
well, we definitely got you for the narration. So,
it.
if you want to put it on like Audible or anything like that, we narrate.
Yes, I
What
need
we,
help.
I also
Uh,
have another question. So you said your mother is inspiration behind all of this. What exactly did she do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
well, with my mother at the time being a single mother and I was her only daughter,
Mm-hmm.
um, I remember with the ambition that I have, going to her as a little girl saying, I want to do this, 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 I want to do this. And
Mm-hmm.
her answer always being, okay, Tamara, what is it going to take? And then her using the community to get me to make sure that happened. I remember being the Princess of St. Paul, being in plays on stage, and my mother always at work. But no matter what, I got there, I made it there, I did it, whatever I wanted to do, play the drums, da 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 da. And it was because of that motivation for dedication. I knew that not other people around me or currently had that same opportunity and support system. So the goal was for me to give back the same way she did. What do you want to do? Right? If any one of my youth workers come to me and say, I want to do this, I'm gonna say, what do you want to do? Okay, let's make it happen. Right? Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. You need a phone, you need a computer, you need a house, you need a car, you need a restaurant. Okay, let's make it happen. Right. So here we are. But it's now for the community and not just for family.
oh, that is just so amazing. That is
You're still
amazing.
there.
So beautiful.
You know, uh, Miss
We
Barbara.
might have cut out.
Oh no, you fine.
We can hear you, Miss Barbara. So your story is kind of similar. Like you saw the need for the ailments, and you wanted to take people off of the dependency of commercial medicines and bring them back to the natural. So I love that you two both have that in common, where you immediately identified the need
Mm-hmm.
for whatever the inspiration was, and you gave that to the community. And here we are within BOB Rewards. And another opportunity for Miss Barbara has been just presented. Miss Barbara, you now have
Yes,
another location.
that's right. That's so beautiful. I am definitely going to touch bases with you, Tamara.
I see why Miss Michelle.
Think I lost signal. I was losing signal on you guys, but I think I made it got back.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
Still
Oh,
frozen.
I was saying
so
I'm
we were.
definitely
Oh,
going to
okay.
touch bases
Can you
with
hear
you.
us though?
I can
Okay.
hear you. It's just a little choppy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll network a little bit
Right.
after we go off the live. We can stay behind the scenes and kind of make sure you guys get each other's information or whatnot. But that is so beautiful. So both of you, tell me what books you have read in your journey that maybe have given you some inspiration towards what you do now.
Um, so for me, I'm the books that I've
I don't think I
read
heard your question. Are we back?
are
I think.
oh,
We were talking about books that you've read to inspire you. Miss Barbara was answering. She's kind of low, so you might have to maybe turn your volume up so
Yeah.
we. Okay.
so for me, I've done more of a sort of research.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. I do more of a research instead of like grabbing books and read them. So the internet has actually been my go-to. I go to and that's how I research everything. And it's full of information. It's all the information I need as far as what's it what these ingredients will do for people, as far as um, who needs it, what the doctors have done for people, the difference between like we were talking about earlier, the medicines at the doctor, there's always side effects, right? But with the natural, there's less, and if it does have side effects, they're good, right? It's some good side effects.
Right.
Right.
So
With
that's
way
pretty
less
much
risk.
for my business. I've used the World Wide Web for
Okay.
me.
And that's the definitely the best way to take advantage of it. So uh that is the most, of course, we don't go to libraries anymore, so that's the way of the world.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Did you move
No,
her?
she did.
Oh, okay. Miss Tamara, your mic is muted.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
As far as books, one really the major book, I have to be honest, has been the Bible for
Okay.
me. And believe it or not, there are many stories that pertain to everything, including business, right?
Absolutely.
How to run it, how to invest it, how to, you know what I mean, keep it blessed, all the above. So, one, strongly rooted in the Bible. And then from there, it was every educational class, schooling, or every piece of education. And I took those two to put it together, matched it with experience. Because I know even down to when you're reading other books that you pick up from other authors, it's coming from their perspective, right? Or their perception. So
Exactly.
I have a master's in uh human service and psychology. So I was always overthinking of how to associate, right? So my goal was to associate experience with education and the Bible. And that was just what I was consistently doing. Anything that I've learned from educational book, I always took it to the Lord to get permission on, is this the way to go? Is this how I should move? Is this how I should do it? And then I've also used the experiences of other people that are in the same thing or that are teaming up with me to help me progress, and use those three together to kind of formulate, the best leadership program for myself out here and all these crazy ventures that I sign up for. Yeah.
Love it, love it.
Beautiful.
So as we are down to our last 15 minutes, let the listeners know how they can get in touch with you. Of course, they know that they can link in with both of you through the BOB rewards, but if they're in the area, how can they get in touch with both of you?
You can get in touch with me. I'm on all the social media sites, so Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I also have a TikTok shop. You can
Okay.
also hit the link in Instagram and get to the shop. You can also just go to soaptreefactory.com and products will come up. And that's the website. And BOB is opening a website, y'all.
Yes, I'm
So
so
yes, we
excited.
will be on BOB's website also.
Love it, love it.
Yes.
Definitely. Appreciate that because I am coming at you for many reasons, but definitely, Barbara, appreciate that. I'm gonna go back and read the video and make sure I get your contact information. But I think I've been stalking you on Facebook anyway. I think I might have seen you at Maplewood Mall too, but I'll reconnect with you.
Yeah.
Um, the best way to contact me is you can always just Google Snack Chat, and that number that's listed is my direct number. It will come directly to me. Any email that's listed will come directly to me. Um, and my social medias, Facebook, um, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. The best way to find me if you want to take down the information is by email, which is T as in my first initial and my last name, Taylor, Taylor. So two T's, 111888 at gmail.com. My website is www.brunch at the word at snack chat, right? .com. And phone number 952 454 1996. And anytime you're looking for me on specific handles, I'm always Miss Ambitious, MS Ambitious 1982.
Love it.
That's way.
Love
Um,
that.
so
Beautiful.
I have one last question. Did you have a question?
Go ahead.
Oh, what are values are most important to your brands?
For me, community. It has to originate with community, work for the community, benefit the community, and circle back around to the community on anything that Snack Chat does. So I want to make sure that all my customers know you have to have respect for community when you're at a Snack Chat location, because that's who you're going to run into. At any point, you can walk in and someone might be having a church choir rehearsal, or you can walk into a disability bus pulling up and everybody loading off to eat lunch, right? So we always have to have respect for the community. You might have a youth on the couch playing Xbox because we have Xbox and PlayStations in our location at the same time that someone's across the table having a meeting, right? So respect for a safe place for community is really the values that all Snack Chat definitely have to be based off of at all times.
I tell
And
you, you
inclusion
are
with
the
that. Yeah.
last of a dying breed because it's not everybody's clamoring to, build up for self, 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 self.
Mhm.
And you and Michelle, so I can see how you all gravitated toward each other because Michelle is a community warrior too, or she wouldn't
Peace.
do this. Like I have seen Michelle work behind the scenes on these events, and I know how, what goes into it, and it just takes a special type of person. And I could just imagine with all the facets that you have going on, being it kind of like the same thing. And what
Oh
about
yeah,
you?
but still, I told Miss Michelle that she scared me.
I'm
Okay,
telling you,
she scared me. The stuff she signed up for, baby. You ain't gonna get me to do it. No, no, no.
this
Hmm.
Miss
This is
Michelle
Miss
gonna
Lisa.
struggle
We
with
on live. Yeah.
me.
Sorry. We family here, right? So anytime you gotta greet, say hello. Sorry.
Go ahead, Miss Barbara.
For me, it's that my products are doing what I say they do.
Mm.
That's the most valuable
Product
thing. That
integrity. I
if
love
I
it.
say this is gonna heal your skin, it's got to heal your skin. That's the most valuable that I can give to the community. And that I also think about the planet as I'm selling my products, that we are not hurting the planet.
Right.
So that's where my value lies, in the soap tree factory. Is that we another thing, we don't use any animal products, period, or byproducts. Everything is from plants. Everything is from Mother Nature. That is where our value is gonna come in, from the soap tree factory. That we do what we say we do, and that it's all pure, the purest. Like, it's also, everything is organic. Like, the shea butter is organic. Everything is organic. I want the purest I can find on the planet. So that's where the value comes from for the Soap Tree Factory.
Love it.
Love it.
Thank
I
you.
definitely do.
Yes.
And I just wanted to add, like I said, it's nearing the end of the show. If you just had to give inspiration or affirmation or motivation to the young black girls and young black men or up and coming entrepreneurs or serial entrepreneurs, you know your story and your journey and everything that you've gone through. What can you do to possibly motivate someone who's starting their journey as an entrepreneur
Yep.
or black owned business owner?
You can do it. You can do it if you think it came to your mind. God gave you that idea. The idea came to you. Just put a foot forward and just start moving towards your goals, what you want. Things will open up. It'll just, because I really believe in faith. I believe in God. I know that he don't you don't get these ideas for nothing. They come
Right.
because usually there's a need. There's a need for it, and there's a plan. God has a plan for you. All you have to do is put that first foot forward, and don't give up on yourself.
Love it. Love
Don't
it.
give up.
No more solid advice. Well, I mean, it's more solid advice, but that is very
Thank you.
that is solid. How
You're right.
about you,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I definitely second the vote of everything that she just said. I kind of knew something similar of a question would come up. So I pondered it, and I have to go off my own experiences, right? And that is to piggyback with what she's saying, but to not be afraid, because everyone's going to try to stop you
Oh God,
from
Yes.
thinking too big,
yes,
right? You walk in and you say, I have this grand idea. And then someone's going to say, okay, well, let's pull back. I want to twist that up a little bit, right? This time, don't go for the peak, the tip of the mountain. Go for the other side of the mountain,
Hmm.
right? Because if you're not going for the peak, you're going to go over the top, right? Because if you go for the peak, you're going to get to the peak and you're going to stop there and say, look, Ma, I made it.
Right.
But if you get to the peak with the goal to go over the mountain, once you huff and push and fight and do whatever you can to reach the top, going down is nothing but a breeze of success because you've already made it, right? Meaning, if your
Exactly.
goal is $1 billion business, that's the peak. Make it to the peak because everything that's going to fall under that is going to be a breeze. So don't shoot for, okay, well, this year I'm going to make 100,000 and then next year I'm going to make 300,000. No, you keep the goal in mind that my goal is to make 1 billion. So it
Exactly.
100 to 500 to a half million is going to make it there before you reach 1 billion. Keep your goal high. Set
Lofty
it
goals.
high. If
Lofty.
your goal, I'm pretty sure your goal was not just to sell soap, right? So you had to go above and beyond just soap because there's soap all over the shelf. So you had to go
Yes,
over the
yes.
peak. Your peak was soap. You had to go over the peak to be able to say, no, this is why you need this soap, my soap, special soap, because
Right.
we're going past. So stop allowing fear to stop you at the peak of the mountain and go over the peak of the mountain because everything's going to be a breeze from there.
We want to be able to relax in the valley with our dream home.
Exactly.
And let me add
Exactly.
to that what she just said. Sometimes people get afraid because they say, "Oh, it's already a whole bunch of people doing that. It's
Yeah.
already people out there doing that." But think about how many different bread companies there are, how many
Right.
different pop soda companies there are. There is room for you also. There's
Absolutely.
room. So don't give up on yourself. Just keep going.
I love it. Thank you, ladies, so much. This has been an amazing interview. So much insight, so much connection, so much community, just the way Michelle and Jasmine intended. And we are so happy that we can help that. It has been
And when you want some good cookies, just the cookie man. Okay?
a cookie
The
man.
cookie man. Okay? He got the cookies and everything else that come with it, but he got them cookies. Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching, please make sure you get involved some way, shape, form, or fashion with the BOB Rewards Club. You can see that ticker coming across the bottom, www.bob Rewards Club. If you go back a little bit more in the podcast, they have given their contact information, but their contact information is also listed on the BOB Rewards Club directory. So you can find these young ladies there. They're wonderful, amazing ventures and businesses. And you can also add to that and become a part of the members for only $25 a year. And also, if you don't have a business yet, you can come on as $10 a year as a consumer. So make sure you tap in with us for that. Any closing remarks?
No, Miss Tamara almost got me with a testimony. I can't. I was crying on camera. I'm still tired.
Man, that's God, man. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's all you say. That's God. Because I said no. He said yeah. Okay.
That lets you know divine purpose when you come in for a $200 office and you walk out with a cafe.
Exactly.
Where does that ever happen? You know what I'm saying?
My point exactly. Yeah.
Like,
It went past it.
Yeah.
Like, leave
So I can't do nothing but give the blessing back. I gotta give the blessing back. It was given to me to give it away. So hey, here we go. So yeah, I need the community to come use it.
yes.
not
I
even
need you to come use it,
Definitely.
right?
people come from out of
Definitely.
town and like tourists.
And they know that they have a resource right there.
It
Big
should be
time.
it's
And
like in
and that's
town.
that's the BOB rewards connection right there. Because as these chapters pop up, when we all come to town for the MLK Juneteenth or whatever we come to Minnesota, we know that
We
we
got
have a
somewhere to
place
go.
to come lounge and come to Snack Chat
If
Lounge.
you're gonna come and pay your services, support a black owned business.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We know that Miss Barbara's gonna be there, and we can always order her product so we can stay fresh and know that we're not getting, these bad chemicals in our bodies.
Right.
We don't have her providing these services for her. So I feel so blessed to know you, ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
Blessed to be a part of the BOB
We
movement.
thank you too. I
Thank you for the opportunity as well. Thank you for the platform and the opportunity.
Yes.
But she
Well, we
said
want
it
to wish you all a wonderful Tuesday. We will definitely be in touch one way, shape, or form. We're going to try to make it there in January for the Juneteenth. So we'll try to get some days off for MLK.
MLK, yeah.
So
Yeah, and Barbara, it was a pleasure teaming up with you today too. I'm happy, very happy to also hear your story.
I'll be seeing you. I will be seeing you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm coming.
Come on down, yeah. Come on to me. I'm waiting for you.
all right. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful day.
Bye bye. You too. Thank you.
What a wonderful episode.
All right.
That was amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, the BOB Rewards Club, it's just an amazing opportunity. Again, go to www.bobrewards.club, find out for yourself, become a part of the movement, open up a chapter in your city.
So you can be on the podcast because we want to hear your story too. We're pretty sure we all have a journey and a testimony that we like to hear, share, and talk about here on Shot Black.
Also, you can reach out to us. We have other platforms that we endeavor in. We're in radio. We have other podcasts. You can find out more about us if you just Google Deuce Latrice Media, and you'll see us all over the place. We have books. We have narration projects. So again, shameless plug. If you have a book that you need narrated and you want some mature, or we can do children's voices too, so don't get it twisted. But if you need voices for your narration project, we have you covered.
Or looking for advertisement for your business.
Absolutely. So again, thank you so much for joining us for another Shop Black podcast for the BOB Rewards Club. And we wish you a wonderful Tuesday. We will see you again Tuesday after next. And we'll get some information about our next guest up and coming. Thank you so much.
You got to follow us. Follow our page on Facebook and subscribe to our page on YouTube.
BOB Rewards Club and also Deuce Latrice Media.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. I never have this pulled up on time. Uh-oh.
We still on camera. In the stream.
I got an outro.
Oh, it's pretty.